cash a meal. And do it through the pain, I don't need the pain. And life gon' get me down, but it won't break my will. Cause I've been chasing this so long, I can't give up. I won't give in, been through too much. I done prayed for the money, I done prayed for the fame. I done prayed that I will make a sacrifice and play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed that I will make it bring glory to my name.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the NFL Coverage. We are winding down here towards the end of the season. We're going over week 17, and then week 18 is going to be the last week of the season, and we are into the playoffs. First, before I get too far into the episode, this podcast is brought to you by Final Form Subs. Here I got the multivitamins just for your general everyday health, whether you're active or not. It's just good to make sure you have a multivitamin or take some sort of multivitamin. Make sure you're kind of covering all your bases because it's hard to get the right amount of your vitamins and minerals just from pure diet. So it's good to kind of have this as a backup to make sure you cover your bases. Go to finalformsubs.com. That's SUPPS, finalformsubs.com to get 10% off your order. Now, like I said, it's getting closer in, and then once the playoffs hit, I will obviously drop one every week after the playoff games transpire all the way up till the Super Bowl, and then after that, I'll be taking a break until season 2 of the NFL Coverage when the next season starts. But I'm just gonna go in real quick, nice, short, simple, and sweet for you guys, and then we're gonna get going. All right, so first we had Jets-Browns Thursday night. I talked in this last time because I believe that game had already been played and that Saturday game had already been played, but I'll just go over real quick again. Browns beat the Jets 37-20. So the Browns are looking like a potential threat to the Baltimore Ravens. Then we have Cowboys-Lions there. Again, Lions got kind of robbed because after the game, it showed that, so what happened, there was illegal touching, meaning that there was somebody that didn't report into the ref to be eligible to receive the ball or touch the ball. Apparently, he did go towards the ref, so there's a lot of like up and downs and controversy with that. But at the end of the day, Dallas won 20-19 because the 2-point conversion was nullified because he didn't report into the ref, even though there's clear video evidence where the quarterback, I forget his name, don't tell me, Jared Goff sends him to the ref to check in. But anyway, moving on. Miami Dolphins, Baltimore Ravens. Miami is absolutely embarrassed by the Baltimore Ravens. They lose 19-56. And again, Lamar Jackson is looking like the MVP for the season. The Ravens are looking like the clear-cut best team in the NFL right now. And it's kind of crazy how up and down the season has been with football. But honestly, this seems like one of the most inconsistent years of football as a whole. You know, we got teams giving up 70 points, 63 points, 56 points, losing by 40, 50, 60 point spreads, things like that. And then, you know, at one point, the Cowboys look like the best team. At one point, the Eagles look like the best team. At one point, the 49ers look like the best team. And now the Ravens look like the best team. So it's just been a lot of up and down. But moving forward, Houston Texans. Houston's win 26-3. No surprise there. Titans have pretty much given up on their season. Bills beat Patriots 21-27. Then the Rams beat the Giants barely 26-25 by 1 point there. Commanders, 49ers get a dub 27-10. Eagles lose to the Cardinals 35-31, and a lot of people are giving up on the Eagles, even though the Eagles have only lost 5 games. But, you know, it's like because you lost to the Cardinals. They were 3-12, and Eagles were 11-4. So it almost seemed like a guaranteed win for the Eagles, but they actually lose by 4 points there to the Cardinals. Now, Buccaneers, Saints. I thought Buccaneers were kind of going on a roll, but they end up taking an L to the Saints 23-13. Again, that Saints defense has been playing for pretty well. Jacksonville Jaguars goose egg the Carolina Panthers 26-0. Bears beat the Falcons 37-17. So Falcons have been a fairly inconsistent team in terms of play. Sometimes they're good and they're beating good competition, and then they're getting blown out by teams that are just okay. Because they barely beat the Panthers by 2 points. Then we got Raiders, Colts. Colts win 23-20 there, close game. And then we have Pittsburgh Steelers, who are starting to become a very quietly sneaky, a very quietly good team here. They beat the Seahawks 30-23, and the Pittsburgh Steelers moved to 9-7. So if they win this next game, they could potentially be a 10-win team. And now they'll be kind of looking at, making some waves in the playoffs. But nobody's really talking about them. But they're slowly kind of picking up some momentum here towards the end. Chargers, Broncos. Broncos win 16-9. With the Broncos, Russell Wilson got benched. They decided. So there's a lot of controversy with what's going on. Some people, at first they came out and said that they benched him because of financial reasons. One, they don't want him to get injured, and two, they wanted to restructure his contract. He didn't want to restructure his contract, so they benched him because he didn't want to restructure his contract. And it's purely financial. And there's others that saying that they're going to cut him in the offseason and things like that. So we don't know what's going on. But the Broncos win 16-9. Chiefs win 25-17 against the Bengals, and the Packers beat the Vikings 33-10. Now, Week 18 starts Thursday night. So tomorrow night, if you're watching the day this drops, because this is going to drop on Wednesday, and we're getting into the last week, and so a lot of teams, or not a lot of teams, but a handful of teams. This is very important. If you're Dallas, 49ers, and the Eagles, this game is very, very important to determine seedings. So we got Pittsburgh versus the Ravens. And interestingly enough, Pittsburgh is a 3.5-point favorite against the Ravens. Texans, Colts, and this is Saturday. Oh, we actually don't have any Thursday night games. I take that back. So this is Saturday, June 6th. We have Pittsburgh, Ravens, and then Colts, Texans. Then Sunday, we have Falcons, Saints, Jacksonville Jaguars, Texans, Jacksonville Jaguars, Titans. Then we have the Vikings, Lions, the Jets, Patriots, Bucks, Panthers, the Browns, Bengals, Seattle Seahawks, Cardinals, Bears, Packers, Eagles, Giants, Rams, 49ers, Broncos, Raiders, Chiefs, Chargers, Cowboys, Commanders, Bills, Dolphins. I honestly don't know what my game of the week is, but the games I am interested in is the Baltimore Ravens and Steelers. Because I'm interested I'm trying to figure out what does Vegas know. By Vegas, I mean the reason why they're Pittsburgh's a 3.5-point favorite. That's usually Vegas betting odds. Why is Vegas? What does Vegas know? What do they see that I don't see? Because I don't understand why Pittsburgh would be a 3.5-point favorite for that. So if you're a sports betting type of person, I might take that bet for the Ravens. But I'm interested to see how that game is going to play out. Outside of that, there's not too many games because of the last season. Maybe Cowboys, Commanders, and the Eagles, Giants, simply because, and the 49ers, who the 49ers play? 49ers, Rams. 49ers, Rams might be a good one because Rams have been quietly good this year. They've moved to 9-7. But those three teams, the 49ers need to win, the Cowboys need to win, the Eagles need to win. Now, I think the Eagles have the easiest team, but it's the Eagles. They just lost to the Cardinals. So, the Eagles play the Giants. Eagles are a 5-point favorite. Giants are 5-11. So we'll see how that goes down there. And then I'm also interested in the Miami Dolphins Buffalo Bills team. That might be my game of the week because it's two teams in the AFC that potentially have to play each other in the playoffs. And Miami, they've struggled against good teams. Bills are 10-6. Miami's 11-5. So I think could potentially be, and it's a division game. This is actually might be my game of the week. It's a division game. They're both in the AFC East. So the winner of this game, I believe, was going to take the number one seed for the number one seed in the division. Therefore, having being division leaders, you have an advantage, and the Dolphins would have to play, or whoever loses has to play in the wild card. Now, I don't remember if I'm sure they've played each other before, and I don't remember who won. I think, but I'm not going to go back on the schedule. All right, so now let's go to standings real quick because we have some changes from last week. Ravens are still number 1 in the AFC. Dolphins are 2, Chiefs are 3, Jags are 4, Colts are 7, Bills are 6, Browns are 5. Now, we have some moving around. We got 49ers at 1, Dallas is at 2 because I believe last week when I did it, Eagles were at 2. Eagles and Dallas flipped because Eagles lost. 49ers at 1, Cowboys at 2, Lions at 3, Bucks at 4, Eagles at 5, Rams at 6, Packers at 7. And then real quick to close off, we're just going to go over some leaders for the league. Passing leaders is going to be Tua Tagovailoa with 44-51. Passing touchdowns is going to be Dak with 32. Brock Purdy there at 31. Receiving yards, Tyreek Hill at 17-17. Receiving touchdowns, Mike Evans at 13. Rushing yards, Christian McCaffrey there at 14-59. I do want to shout out my Titans with Derrick Henry. He hit 1,000 yards this season. Hopefully he gets another 100-yard game this last game of the season. Get him at 1,100. If he gets to 1,100, that actually would push him, assuming these other players don't, would push him to the top 3. But he got his 1,000. And shout out to D-Hop for getting 1,000 receiving yards. So the Titans have a 1,000-yard rusher and a 1,000-yard receiver on their team. And I hope they keep Derrick Henry and D-Hop because I enjoy watching those guys play for my team. And then rushing touchdowns is going to be Mostert at 18. Interceptions, Bland at 8. Alrighty. And so that's going to be it for this week's of the NFL coverage. Next week's going to be really exciting. And then we're also going to get a peek into the playoff picture after this weekend. So I appreciate you guys for watching and catch you guys next time.
Destiny, I'm gonna chase my dreams. My life has meaning. On my faith,